see who first. I ain't know this was a race. I ain't know you was the Jakes. Okay, just to keep it face to face. Okay, I hear when you get it talking about all the money that I made. Okay, you act like gonna be different if I go up and make a move. Okay, and I spent enough time in the dark, I ain't get that feeling I'ma lose. Okay, but you big moving loose. I don't know why you pull up with your friends, I don't know what's on the choose. She come on asking me why I keep calling her sister because you make me snooze. I want it just like it was done, I promise I don't need a spoon.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Tatum. Shoots from the line. The rebound by Edey.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Bane. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to White. Brown scanning the floor. To the inside. The kick out to White. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter. That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Here's Brown. That one no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Left side, Morant. Tatum pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Here's Morant. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
4-3. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics on offense. Here's Tatum. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Basket counts. Morant's got 5 points.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:50 left to play in the first. And it's Morant off the drive. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
It's deflected.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Soft touch off the glass. White's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Morant, no good. Celtics lead by 3. Brown with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Horford can't hit.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Well, good close contact.
The Grizzlies.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
Stolen by Jackson.
Number 12, Torrey.
Pass to Huff. Now Kennard. Here's Pippen. 6 to shoot. A floater. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum inside. Fires from the wing. And the shot no good. A bit short. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
NBA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Here's Horford. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Okay! Tatum punching it home!
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Kicks it out to Bain. Shoots over White. And too long on the shot. Boston leading by 4. There's Tatum with the 3. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Greg inside. Memphis with a rebound. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Pippen. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Memphis shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And it's Morant off the drive, and his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Brown. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Here's Morant. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston leading by 3. Here's Brown. Second shot opportunity. Cornette with the bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. Here's Brown. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Here's Edey. Porzingis grabs the board. And it's Edey missing. Here's Brown. Pass to Holiday. Brown inside. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Brown's got 6 points.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And there it is for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Grizzlies trail by 10. Looking to get back on track. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. The free throw drops for Morant. Boston leading by 8. Outside White. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Count it.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Here's Morant. And Porzingis with the block. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Morant using his speed. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Celtics lead by 12. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Memphis ball.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. White with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Good D by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up. Perfect execution from Porzingis.
At that size, Porzingis doesn't have to travel far to get above the cup. That is a nice finish.
Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Brown. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Boston. On the take. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Memphis, Wells, 2 shots.
Good on both. Celtics lead by 10. Here's Brown. Second chance effort. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Brown. The 3 is up, and Morant clears the board. Grizzlies trail by 8. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, a heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
The drive by Morant. Tatum with some nice D. And the Celtics in possession here. They've led by as many as 14. It's good.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Here's Morant. And Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Morant missing again.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Blocked! Outside Morant. Terrific focus from Morant.
He's been their top scorer, but he's really had to fight for it. He'll need to be more efficient in the future for this club to reach its full potential.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Horford outside. Pass to Brown. Screen by Horford. Looking to get it going. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
Number 1.
Here's Brown. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Grizzlies ball. Grizzlies substitution. Number 0. Jalen Wells.
Here's Pippen. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Celtics out in front, up by 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with
The Grizzlies, 32.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Boston leading by 8. Stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Hauser grabs the board. Here are the Celtics with the ball. The drive by Tatum. Oh, Tatum commits on the drive.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
And he makes it.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And finished off by Tatum.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Aldama. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
And the free throw, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Aldama grabs the board. And here's Memphis. Here's Pippen. Tatum pulls it in. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, off the dribble, Jason.
Don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich Roger, get proper when I ride in a ghost. Big walker, big offer, they not harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough, we know well enough. And we know that you ain't that, and we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right now I need to decide, cause I'm in.
You reach level.
Like who you leaving inside for, you only legally blind.
You'll stack up new clothing.
But you my baby, I do whatever you say, though, tryna.
Accessories